The Panama Canal, a waterway that transformed global trade forever. But today, this engineering marvel is at the heart of a bold and controversial vision. Could Donald Trump's renewed focus on this canal shift the balance of power in international trade? Or is this the start of a geopolitical storm? Let's dive into the facts and explore the stakes together. Welcome to Econ Atlas, your destination for breaking down the economic and geopolitical forces shaping our world. Today, we're zeroing in on the Panama Canal, its critical role in global commerce, its place in history, and why it's become a centerpiece of Trump's ambitious plans for U.S. dominance. From trade routes to power plays, this is a story that connects the past, present, and future in ways that impact us all. Stick around as we uncover what's at stake. The Panama Canal is more than a feat of engineering. It's a global trade lifeline. Spanning 82 kilometers, it connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, saving ships an average of 8,000 miles per journey. That's not just convenience. That's efficiency on a massive scale. Every year, over 14,000 vessels pass through, carrying nearly 6% of global trade. Energy shipments, consumer goods, raw materials, everything moves through this canal. It fuels the global economy and keeps supply chains running smoothly. But there's more to the story. Controlling the canal means controlling a major choke point in global trade. For decades, the U.S. held that power, but in 1999, Panama regained sovereignty. Now, recent remarks from Donald Trump suggest he's eyeing a return to American control. This raises some big questions. Is this about protecting U.S. interests, or is it a step toward reigniting old tensions over sovereignty and control? Let's unpack Trump's vision. Donald Trump has made his position clear. The Panama Canal is too critical to be left in foreign hands. He's called it a strategic asset that could secure America's economic future. This ties directly into his broader America First philosophy, emphasizing U.S. dominance in global trade. But what would U.S. control actually look like? Some analysts predict it could mean imposing new tolls or restrictions on rival nations like China, whose ships are among the canal's biggest users. Others warn of potential backlash, not just from Panama, but from the international community at large. And then there's the elephant in the room, the possibility of military intervention. While far from confirmed, Trump's rhetoric has sparked fears that he might push boundaries to enforce his vision. Such a move would undoubtedly heighten global tensions. The question is, does this approach protect American interests, or does it risk destabilizing an already fragile global trade system? To answer that, we need to step back and examine the history of the canal. To understand the present, we must revisit the past. Built by the United States in 1914, the Panama Canal was a monumental achievement, both technically and politically. It symbolized American ingenuity, but also stirred resentment in Latin America, where many viewed U.S. control as a form of colonialism. In 1977, the Torrijos-Carter treaties laid the groundwork for Panama to reclaim the canal. By 1999, the transition was complete. Since then, Panama has managed the canal successfully, even overseeing a major expansion in 2016 to accommodate larger ships. Yet Trump's recent comments harken back to an earlier era, one where control of strategic choke points was seen as the key to global power. Is this a pragmatic move for the U.S., or an outdated approach to international relations? So, why does this matter now? The answer lies in the intensifying rivalry between the U.S. and China. China has invested heavily in Latin America, including infrastructure projects that directly benefit its trade network. The Panama Canal is a critical part of that equation. If the U.S. were to reassert control, it could be seen as a direct challenge to China's influence in the region. But such a move wouldn't come without costs. Panama's leaders have made their stance crystal clear. Our canal is not negotiable. Any attempt to change the status quo could spark regional instability, disrupt global trade flows, and alienate key allies. This isn't just about the canal, it's about the delicate balance of power in a globalized world. The Panama Canal is more than a waterway. It's a symbol of global interconnectedness, a battleground for economic influence, and now a lightning rod for controversy. Donald Trump's vision of reclaiming control raises urgent questions. Is this about securing U.S. economic interests, or does it risk dragging us backward into the politics of colonialism? And in a world increasingly defined by cooperation and competition, how should nations navigate these complexities? What are your thoughts? Should the U.S. play a bigger role in managing global trade routes like the Panama Canal, or should we respect Panama's sovereignty? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. If you found this video insightful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned to Econ Atlas for more in-depth explorations of the economic and geopolitical forces shaping our world. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the bigger picture.